like to say that we reimagined the warehouse.
Yeah.
It's like Disney. We reimagined it.
Yeah.
Our residential team is getting product out of their warehouse faster and more accurately than ever before. How are they doing it? With warehouse management software, also known as WMS, which is a system they now use to receive, pick, and load their inventory. Bringing on WMS was a multi-year project that transformed the way they operate and serve our lumberyard customers. Let's talk to two team members who spearheaded this project. John and Brett, thank you for joining us. Can you describe what common challenges did we run into with our old process?
The dead material, that was a challenge. I mean, when we first walked into this warehouse, there wasn't an inch of space available, it seemed like. And then we started digging deeper and figuring out that there were many items that hadn't sold in 4 or 5 years, or maybe longer than that. John and I had a joke about the dust test for an item's usage. You know, if it's got a layer of dust on it and you can write your name, that's absolutely product we need to see if it needs to remain in the warehouse.
Thank you. Can you walk us through how our team prepared for the launch of the new system?
We've probably been working on this for the last over 3 years. And the reason why I would call it 3 years is because a couple inventories ago, we started really assessing and pulling what we call dead inventory. And then once we got to that point, we had to kind of look at the overall canvas of the warehouse. It came to a matter of just literally touching every single product and every single rack in this warehouse. I don't know of a single area that has not been moved, reshaped, replaced, anchored to the floor, whatever it may be. I would say every single rack out here and every single product has been touched and moved. So we put a lot of thought into the actual layout. Not everything's just been thrown into a shelf and then marked. We tried to really think it through, allow for room for growth. Once we got all the racking where we felt comfortable, that's when WMS about that time started coming in. And you know, there were some things they said, well, this don't really work, this does work, this is great, this is not great. And so then we had to go back and we kind of had to shake that around a little bit more.
Yeah, that's great. What do our day-to-day operations look like since we launched WMS?
So I'd say our day-to-day operation has been really streamlined, everything from receiving to shipping to picking. And the great thing about WMS is if there's a mistake in the ticket, if there's something skipped, if the truck route's not right, it won't let you complete it.
John and I were talking yesterday, and neither of us could remember the last time we saw somebody in a ladder in the warehouse, which doesn't sound like, you know, kind of the biggest deal, but it speaks to how John arranged the material. We've got forked material up top, so you don't have guys climbing ladders to pick material. It's a safer environment, and just from an efficiency standpoint, it's that as well. Every stock item in our warehouse now has a dedicated location that you know, the system can take a new person, somebody that's been here 20 years, directly to that location and give them an accurate inventory count, which we never had before.
That's right.
And it is, I mean, it's night and day difference.
That's great. What major customer service wins have we seen so far?
I think our biggest victory with the dealers is the amount of time it takes us to turn material out of the warehouse. With WMS, it allows the warehouse staff to do the receiving. We no longer have to go through the office to receive product in, which creates a faster turnaround time on our end, which in turn creates a faster turnaround time to get it on the truck and get it to the customer. With us being able to accomplish that, I feel like it would give them a better, more accurate lead time for their customer, which helps everybody.
Yeah, and I'd say from the front of the house perspective, we are circling back, not invoicing customers twice, less time to handle a Lensing sales order and invoice. They are not having to invoice their customer twice. They're not having to make a second delivery to a job site because we trickled material out instead of shipping on time and in full.